The college basketball experience, TBT preview and picks for Sunday, July 20th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com. The promo code is TCESGPN. And welcome everybody in to the college basketball experience TBT Sunday Fun Day edition, round of 32. We got 10 games on the dock for tonight, beginning in less than an hour. Lines have trickled out. I don't know why the hell it took so long, but yeah, we're gonna talk about it, break down every 10 games, who we think is live, who we think is going to advance to the Sweet 16, and much more. But if you're wondering who you're listening to, I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. And joining me to talk college hoops, I guess alumni college hoops. You guys know him from the college basketball experience during the season on the pregame show. He is the one and only Matthew Dewoskin, a.k.a. Cannabis Capper CC. What's up, brother?
Mac, it's been 3 months, over 3 months since we've had a college basketball game. I love when this tournament comes onto the schedule. It scratches that itch just enough. We've just enough of a few old friends, just enough to kind of tide me over into through the summer. I love this tournament, so thrilled to be here. Let's break it down.
Let's break it down indeed. Yeah, I mean, 5 weeks to week zero. College football can't get here soon enough. So apologies for the miscommunication on the schedule. Had a family emergency yesterday morning, so wasn't able to fire up an episode. But hey, now we can finish strong in this tournament. So let's Cap, just overall thoughts on the tournament so far. I mean, we're what 30 games in now because we had a couple buys. I don't know why there were buys this year. It was a little bit of a shit show, but overall thoughts on just the tournament so far as a whole.
So far, the heavyweights have been the heavyweights. La Familia looked great. They freaking dominated their game.
Yes.
Just getting back into it and just seeing trying to remember who the power teams are, what those rosters look like. Eberlein looks like pros. Shell Shock struggled a little bit. I thought they'd do a little bit better. We're Ready did get their win. Great call out on that. Nice work, man. Yeah. And there were a couple little dogs that were frisky that came up in surprise. It's been a fun tournament. That one game that we were talking in pregame, the Challenge ALS versus the Austin Zone. That game was freaking wild.
Yes.
ALS, I think they're going to get bounced in the next game. We'll see how we'll see how it goes.
That game, and then the Best Virginia Eberlein Drive game where the Mountaineers were up 20 and then they had to battle at the very end to finish it off. But that's the TBT. Entertaining. So game starts tipping off here in Lexington, I believe, here at 12:30. So now under our way. We'll go here. Tampa, Florida Pickup versus Eberlein Drive. Eberlein Drive laying 5.5 here. Eberlein Drive won their opener. They were impressive. Tampa, Florida was able to grind out kind of a comeback win against Dunkin' Dogs. That was a entertaining game. I'm going to just keep riding with Eberlein, man. I think that this team is good enough to win it all. I laid out their experience in this event, and I think I don't think that they're going to mess around. I don't think they're going to play with their food. There is always one game in the first 3 rounds for some of these veteran teams where they play with their food a little bit. I don't think this is it for Eberlein Drive. I think they come out laser focused, get it done against Tampa. I'll lay the 5.5. Cap, what say you?
They kind of played with their food in the first game, so I'm not really. I think they are going to come out and just put it on Tampa. They drew Richards Elite, the one of the British teams in the first round, and it was close for the first half, but after that they just blew the doors off in the second half. My only concern that gives me pause is this is the deadline, the 5.5. But I think everyone is just so veteran, and Tampa, they really struggled to get past a really mediocre Dunkin' Dogs team. So I think this is a blowout spot for Eberlein. I would smash this, but a little trepidation. But I'm going to ride with Eberlein. Let's get it.
All right, let's go. See an eye to start. All righty, game number 2 here, and this one's in James Madison. Red Rose Thunder. Off a 11-point win against the Magic Show. You got the Shell Shock. You got the Maryland Terrapins team that was able to survive that game against Love Virginia. 2 versus 3, short number here. Shell Shock, they have dudes. I just don't know how well their team. I don't know how well these guys play together. And Red Rose Thunder was impressive in the TBT last year, and they got a bunch of these guys back. I think I'm going to take Red Rose Thunder in the points. I'm going to take them on the money line. I think they're going to win the game outright. I like this veteran group from New York. I thought they were impressive the other day. I thought they were impressive last year, and I think that they're better than Shell Shock. I think Shell Shock's more of a brand name, just being the Terp alumni team.
Okay. Okay. So Red Rose Thunder, they struggled with a actually a pretty good Virginia team. I think that was their test. I think that was the test for them, and I feel like Red Rose Thunder they kind of played with their foot a bit. Again, they struggled in the first half against Magic Show, came back and actually didn't cover. I think the number was 11.5 or 12.5, depending where you got it, and they only won by 11. So I'm gonna lay the 3 with Shell Shock. I think they get the job done. I think they win by at least 7. I like them to beat this Red Rose team.
All right, so there's a little discrepancy. So that game's at 1:00 in James Madison, and then we skip over to 2:30. Let me hit an ad real quick because over here we are brought to you by ourselves. And if you want to get all our picks, SGPN picks and props, free. The SGPN app. Get it wherever you get your apps today. All right. Let's go to the SEC, the other Kentucky. Yeah. Kentucky laying a big-ass number here. La Familia here. They're laying 13.5 against War Ready. Laid it out that this finally was the one where War Ready was able to break through. Now they get the Kentucky team laying 13.5. I'm trying to remember what La Familia did in the second game last year. So they blew the doors off their first one. Then they won by 17. Then they continued to cruise. With the familiarity of Auburn and Kentucky here, I think I'm going to take the points. I think I'm going to take the points with War Ready. They finally got that monkey off their back, come in playing loose. That's a lot of points, man. I know it's scary to fade La Familia because they're so explosive, so much more athletic. But hey, they can lose by 10. Give me War Ready to hang in this thing, and I think this thing will be chippy.
I'm on the same page. I think this is going to be a chippy game. That being said, the number that intrigues me here is the total. It's only 144.5. Yeah. I know War Ready. They only scored like 116 points in the first game. I think La Familia. I think they scored. There was a few more points scored in that game. Yeah, I think they were over 150. I want to say. If I could find it.
War Ready won 61-55 and La Familia won 105-50.
Yeah, so there were points scored. Even with the blowout, there were points scored in that game. So War Ready's going to need to score with La Familia. I think they can keep it within the number, but I think this is going to be another easy win for La Familia. I'll take War Ready plus the 13.5. Don't love it, but I do like the over game total. This one 144.5.
And you know my shit in college basketball. I always fade the team after they score 100. So they scored 100. You got to fade them. They're going to struggle to make perimeter shots today. Yeah. All right, let's go over to your favorite dog here on the other night. You texted me that Raleigh 919 was going to be live against Happy Valley.
Man, they were.
That final score was not indicative of the way that game was played. They were up by like 20, I think, at one point in that game, able to hold on against Happy Valley, who I thought was good in the tournament last year. They got to the Elite Eight. Mm-hmm. Next Era Elite was able to beat down the JMU team on their home floor. I mean, you're giving me 5.5. I think not. Raleigh 919 is a better team. I think that they beat a really good Happy Valley team. And I think that they continue this momentum. I think the Cinderella run continues here. I'll take Raleigh 919 plus the points and on the money line.
I'm going to co-sign on both of those. I love this. This Raleigh 919 team looked great against a veteran Happy Valley team. Yeah, I mean, again, to your point, I think they ended up winning by 1. Yeah, that was not. They struggled to close, and that does give me a bit of concern in this one because I think with with a team like NXT Era Elite, they got dudes, they got athletes, so you're going to need to close against them. But I really like this 919 team. I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to ride the hot hand. Raleigh plus 5.5 and on the money line. I co-sign.
Let's go, baby. West Virginia region. So This is the first one we've had of this one, Cap. The 1 seed Elite Nation, they got a good roster, but they didn't play a game. Versus Court Street Kings, who was able to get a game under their belt. They beat the Knopf, who has won games in this tournament before, 74-62 here. And I mean, this group is an Ohio alumni team, so you got a bunch of Bobcats, and we know how good this program's been over the years. Guys that have won NCAA tournament games.
They also got the secret. They got the secret weapon on the roster, Jack Golke.
I know. Yeah, they got Golke. I think I want to take the team that got a game under their belt.
I think I do too. I like Court Street Kings plus the 3.5. I don't know if I'd ride the money line. I mean, it's only plus 140, so you could talk me into it. But I was looking at the Elite Nation roster. I think Court Street Kings is a better team.
They have good guys that have been good in this tournament. AJ English and D'Angelo Harrison have been good in this tournament. But like you said, I think it's a disadvantage not to have played a game yet.
I agree.
And this game is in West Virginia. So the second game of the doubleheader is the WU Marshall game, which will be a lit environment for TBT with just all the Mountaineer and Herd fans there. They're going to be pulling for Court Street Kings. They're going to be pulling for the underdog. So I think this kind of turns into a little bit of a road game, a little bit of road pressure in game number one. Give me Court Street Kings outright. Let's go. Let's pull another upset. It was pretty chalky in round one. This is when the dogs start barking.
Yeah, Okay. I'll ride with you. Yeah, plus 3.5, and I'll sprinkle the money line. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Moving along here. Well, let's hit one more ad, and then we'll break down the other game in the West Virginia region. Well, if you think you know ball, get on over there to Circa Football's contest, baby. $21 million in guaranteed prizes. There is no rake, so if entries go above, guarantee all extra money will go to the prize pool. Circa Million, you pick 5 teams against the spread each week. Ultimate Sweat and Circa Survivor. There's even a Circa grand prize of $100,000 with the Survivor contest. You must enter in person. Circa Sportsbook in Nevada. Great excuse to get out there to Vegas, baby. We'll be out there week 0. Can't wait. Sign up in Nevada. Play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go over to footballcontest.com and use our promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fee. That is Circa Survivor. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie.ag is a place to bet on every single sports. TBT action. They got some TBT over there. MLB, WNBA, golf, and much more. College football futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations. Easily deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. MyBookie.ag. The promo code is TCESPN for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That's MyBookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. All righty. And let me check real quick to make sure that there's not any additional lines out there. They were trickling out before we were going on the show. So we're
up to Best Virginia. Heard that is the next one on the slate.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And they don't have any out after that. So we may need to project a couple lines. But hey, let's go over to game of the day, baby. Best Virginia, heard that. Round 3. So the Mountaineers, they've always been paired up in the same region. The Mountaineers, except for last year, Marshall was in the Kentucky region, and then West Virginia was in the Pitt region. West Virginia won round 1, I think 3 years ago. Marshall won round 2, the rematch 2 years ago. Now round 3, back in Charleston. Mountaineers outright. Let's go. No further analysis needed. You don't take the herd against the ears, baby. Come on, baby. The ears got the scare out of the way. It's revenge from 2 years ago. Let's go. Cheers, ears, and let's go Mountaineers, baby. Get this Marshall bullshit out of here.
All right. Heard that they faced the Sikh Warriors in the first round, which honestly I thought was one of the more, I guess, lopsided matchups. You had an experienced team facing off, I believe, a team making its debut, and it's a team of guys have got guys pretty much. I don't know how else to say it. Then you had West Virginia, who played the STL St. Louis team. That it was actually a close game. That's their scare. I don't understand this line. Give me West Virginia the money line. The one area that I think West Virginia has a really nice advantage is at perimeter shooting. Look for James Reese to have a massive game for them. He's going to fill it up, and West Virginia's going to cruise to a win. Let's get it.
Let's go, baby. Dogs are barking all over the board. Do you have that? Do you have that article that you sent me with projected lines on it?
It only had a couple. So let's see if we have any that are helpful. I can pull it up. I'll see the second.
So I'm going to go over to Louisville. And you get the Ville versus Sideline Cancer. I'm looking around. I don't think I see it.
The article claims that line on that one is Sideline Cancer -5.5.
Wait, what?
That's what it says. It can't be right. It's got to be flipped. It's got to be the Ville -5.5.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. The Ville has been electric in this tournament.
Yeah, they got to have it flipped. It's got to be -5.5 for the Ville. If that's a great number for the Ville. If that's the case.
Well, and Sideline Cancer's been a veteran group in this tournament year after year.
Well, didn't they played Boston Cancer in the first round? Now they get Sideline Cancer in the second.
Yeah,
Louisville is literally going to end cancer by beating these teams.
I'm taking the points, man. Sideline Cancer, they're a veteran team here, and you know what? They won the close game and. The Ville played with their food in game number 2 last year. It was against Bellarmine, if you remember that, against Bellarmine. Yeah. Yeah, man. Dude, I think there's another live. Give me the Ville to win by 4. The Ville the Ville has their scare in this game, and then they move on, and then they cruise in the next round. So, yeah,
I'm not fading the Ville. I can't fade Montrezl Harrell. They don't have anybody who can handle him. Jay Scrub. Too many veterans on this team. Scrub, Earl Clark. They have NBA guys on this team.
Oh, I know, but they are older. I mean, they're up there in age.
NBA dudes are still NBA dudes. I'll lay the 5.5 with the experience. All right.
Oh,
the other one they had Team 901 versus LA Ignite. Is that today?
Yeah. So there's 3 games after this that I got pulled up. Okay. Let's go over. Do they have anything on Forever Coogs versus the Fire Family?
No. Coogs hasn't played yet, though.
Yeah. So they got to the champion. They literally did what Houston did in college basketball. They got to the championship and lost in a tight one.
Yep.
And they're playing Fire Family. Fire Family looked good the other day, I thought. They won by 20. What do you think this line's going to be?
I'll say they might give the dead number again. I could see the Cougs -5.5.
Yeah,
maybe higher.
I think I'm going to lay it with the Cougs here.
You see, I don't know how good if it was Fire Family looking good or Run DFW just being really really awful.
I think that was my kind of handicap. I don't know how good that team was.
Yeah, same. I'll lay it with the Cougs, whoever the number is. If it comes out at say like 5.5 to 7.5, I'm okay with it. If it's more than that, we're starting to get a little bit beefy. I would probably look to take Fire Family with the points. But I'm guessing it's gonna be around 5.5 is my thought. And shout out to Chuck Guy on Fire Family who had 8 steals against DFW.
Oh, Simon says it's on FanDuel. It's 10.5.
Give me Fire Family plus 10.5.
Or is that the Ville? Sideline Cancer. He's saying Sideline Cancer is plus 10.5. So that number was wrong.
Oh, all right. Well, you can't trust anything on the internet.
Yeah, I'm taking the points. 10.5. Yes.
Yeah, 10.5 is too many for that.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get FanDuel up here.
See if FanDuel has the Cougs line up there. Chad, if you guys see any of these lines, like I said, they're trickling out as we're going. So
they do not have they only go up till 6 o'clock with the Ville.
It's going to come out as soon as this fucking show ends.
It is, yeah. So if that's 10.5, I'll guess that the Cougs line is at least 7.5, if not more. If it's 7.5, I'm okay with the Cougs.
I bet you Houston's laying 8.5, 9.5 is my guess. They're 1 seed. Cougs roll. Let's go. Kelvin Sampson's going to be in the building. They're going to fucking guard their ass off. He won that game. All right, 901 versus LA Ignite. You said we have a number on that one, right?
It was in that same mediocre article. They had LA Ignite -4.5. You think there's any chance that's correct?
I think this line should be probably 3 or 2.5 either way, right?
It's a good question.
I mean, this is the 6 versus 7 seed. They both pulled upsets in the first game.
Yeah,
I don't see this game being higher than a 3-point spread either way.
It really shouldn't be.
Yeah, this might be the 1.5 spread. They don't really.
They just throw their hands up and like, well, yeah, they bet whatever. That being said, give me LA Ignite. I like them to get the win.
Yeah, I thought they were impressive against Diesel, and yeah, give me LA Ignite as well. So 7 seed. Another. Is this the same bracket? No, I thought that Raleigh 919. I was like, man, they might have the 7 versus 8.
No, it's Louisville Regional.
Yeah, give me the 7 seed. Let's go. LA Ignite. All right, final game, Cap. You've been licking your chops at this one.
I don't care what the line is. Bet mortgage bet in the AfterShocks. They're gonna freaking destroy ALS.
Nah, I like it. I like the ALS.
Really? All right.
Yeah, I like it. They got their scare out of the way.
We forgot to play how to play basketball for 2 straight minutes.
They got DJ Burns.
The AfterShocks take these games personally. They're going to freaking destroy Challenge ALS. AfterShocks looked awesome in that first game.
I think AfterShocks is going to be -3.5, -4.5.
If that's the line, it's a 2-month mortgage bet on AfterShock.
I've taken the points. I think it'll be a 1-possession game. Challenge ALS is like a veteran team in this event.
So is AfterShocks, and they're playing at home.
They are playing at home, but they could have a little scare here.
They absolutely destroyed No Excuses in the first game. I think they looked awesome, and the environment was as lit as these games get. This team plays really well together. Challenge ALS looked like a mess against an Austin zone team that I don't think was very good either. I'm right. I'm gonna ride the hot hand. The Shocks get through the next round. Let's go, and they win in impressive fashion. Shocks by 1 million.
All right, you swayed me. You swayed me. I'll take the 2. I took a bunch of dogs. I'll take the 2 favorites in the Wichita region, Houston, Wichita, for a spot in the final 8. So yeah, you're right. I'm gonna fade the McNeese state manager. He's the Aura dude.
Is he?
He's bringing the boombox out.
Is he with Challenge ALS?
Yeah, he's Challenge ALS. He's the manager. Yeah, I'm fading him. You know, they got their first win like McNeese did, and then they ran into Purdue. Now they're going to run to Wichita. You swayed me. Good job. Give me AfterShocks. Lay it.
That's what I'm here for.
There you go. All right, so that does it. 10 games. I don't know. What do you want to do? 2 locks and a dog?
Sure.
We could do a round robin, even though we don't have lines for all these fucking games.
All right, my lock, AfterShocks. I don't care what the line is. They're gonna. If it's 3.5, I freaking love that line. I think they're gonna freaking destroy ALS. I was not impressed by them at all. So that's my lock. Other locks. Best Virginia money line is probably one of my favorites.
That was gonna be my dog.
Oh, is it? I'll lock up Eberlein. That's probably one of my favorite plays on the board.
Yeah, we're seeing eye to eye. I was gonna go Eberlein, and then for my second one, give me the Coogs. Coogs should come out here. The Coogs don't mess around in that first game. They come out, take care of business. They're fresh. They're going to guard the shit out of them on short prep.
I just love that it's like part of like the Houston culture. Just like take these games personally. Like take any like non-conference game like super personally and just destroy the other team.
Yeah. They're going to make a statement out there. So yeah, give me those 2 as my locks, and then dog best Virginia outright against this phony herd that team. What's the word? Fuck the turd. Fuck the herd. What's the word? Fuck the herd.
That's legit.
Yeah, they are a bunch of turds. That's the Marshall Thundering Turds. Little brother. Let's go round robin. What were the dogs you liked?
Raleigh, Best Virginia, and CSK.
Ooh, I like that one.
That's actually What would that parlay get me? Rally is plus 205 at FanDuel. Shop around. That would be
What was the third one?
CSK, Courttree Kings.
Yeah. So the 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock game. So that's 14-1. Yep. And keep an eye out.
I got 15.5 to 1 at FanDuel for that.
Shop around. Yeah.
Shop around.
Yes. All righty, Cap. Oh shit. I gotta hit one last ad on the way out, and then we can send her home. We over here at the College Experience are brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog's got a bunch of stuff going on now, guys. Get on over there to Underdog. They got Best Ball Mania going on. They got $2 million for the first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best Ball is the best place to play fantasy football. And get on over there. TCE SGPN is the promo code. Claim your special pick and first side deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. If you've heard of Rhythm before, power trends are daily, exclusive with Rhythm. No towels, no noise, just clean data backed bets. MLB trends are 254 and 147 with a hit rate of 63% and ROI of 4.5% in the last 400 bets. WNBA 35 and 20 since the launch, 63.64 win rate, 20% ROI. Get on over there. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm for a 7-day free trial today. All right, Cap. What time do the games start tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I think 5 p.m. is the first.
5 p.m. your time.
So it'd be 4 p.m. your time. 6 p.m. your time. Sorry, you're an hour ahead of me.
4, 6. So there's only 6 games on tomorrow.
Yeah.
So let's plan for 5 tomorrow, because I'm sure these lines will trickle out late.
All right.
Yeah. I'll hit you up. So make sure everybody you got notifications on. Go Best Virginia, and then the round of 32. Then we'll be on to the round of 16. Will be again on Tuesday night. Followed by the last 3 games on Wednesday. And then I think they take a couple days off, and they don't play again until the following Sunday. So, we'll have you covered all the way through the TBT, baby. This is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. He's Cannabis Capper. I'm Moneyline Mac, and we are out of here. Cheers.